That's where it becomes a real win-win when you own the real estate. And so I'm all about owning assets. I want to own assets. I want to own desirable property that other people want to rent. Hopefully that rental is going to be able to, if I have a mortgage on the property, hopefully it's going to cover that entire mortgage free and clear and all of the expenses every single month. And hopefully I'm generating a little bit of a cash flow from it. But yeah, my whole goal is to obviously not have any mortgages at all, have them all paid off. And on this property, I had to, because the renovation was a little bit more than what I initially had kind of.
100,000.
Yeah, I think whatever you think the renovation is going to be, you can always kind of add on 20% or sometimes
Yeah.
more than that, than what it's really going to cost. And I'm always trying to be budget sensitive and trying to really keep costs down as much as possible. But a lot of the time when you're like for this, this property, I had to tear it down to the studs. We had, completely exposed walls and things, and we had to rebuild things from the beginning again. We couldn't cut any corners over there. Things had to be done the right way. So when you're doing it that way, especially in a house like this, there really isn't any ways for us to be able to save money. So I had to go and take out a line of credit. What we call it is a HELOC loan, the
Yeah.
home equity line of credit. And I took out that line of credit on that lake house that I owned free and clear, which I bought for the 1031 exchange. I just took a little bit of money out of that property to finish up the renovation on this property because I didn't want to go and spend all the money that I had in my savings account just in case there is a rainy day or something and I need to go
Mm.
dip into it, or maybe there's a better real estate opportunity down the line. I don't want to have all of my savings completely taken out of my bank accounts, right? So yeah, that's what we did. We basically took out a little bit of a loan from that cabin and then used it to finish up all the renovations on this property so that we could move into it.